All right, hopefully it's working now. This this is Louis D. Fresh, bringing it to you on a Saturday afternoon. I hope you are doing well. I really don't know what I pressed, or you would think I would know how to press these buttons by now, but that's okay. But in the meantime, let me show you a beautiful day here in South Florida. Now we are in the dry season, and it is October 18th. So we are now in the dry season. This is why you live in South Florida, for things like this. But anyway, what we're talking about today, we do a little aquarium watching, as you can see by my thumbnail. It is important that you take time out and observe, see what's going on, see how things are going. The reason is because this piggybacks on the golden dojo loaches that kind of were eaten by birds. And so I replaced them, and I wanted to show you how I do what I do with this particular fish tank to have so many fish. And that is my clip. If you don't believe me, check my social media on Instagram, Facebook, X, or whatever it's called, and TikTok. That is my clip for today. But I want to show you that it's really important to really observe what goes on in your... I've talked in the way back then about fishonalities, my made-up word for personalities of a fish. But it's also important to see that I know who doesn't like a packed fish tank. I mean, you know, like, oh, you should follow the inch per rule. I know. Inch per... there's a rule of thumb, 1 inch of fish per gallon. Nobody follows that. And but in order to follow... and so things don't get out of hand, it's important to see, and this is the point of aquarium watching for this particular video, is to see how many fish you can have and realizing where the fish hang out. Because if you figure that out, you could start to kind of map out, okay, these fish are here, these fish are there, these fish should go down here. And that's how you can have an overstocked fish tank if you do some aquarium watching. Quick side note, this is yet another bumper crop of my what do you call those things? The monarch butterflies. This is I think it's one of my last batches, hope maybe for the year, but they keep coming. Every time this thing starts, check it out, gets rolling, I get more monarch butterfly caterpillars. Anyway, that was the bonus. So let's take a look at this particular fish tank. Again, one more time, I try to press the button in case I didn't get it. I have tons of plants in my aquariums, and the reason is so it could provide a more natural environment, and also it gives you more opportunities, as weird as it sounds, to have more fish. The more plants, the more fish you can have. Again, natural plants. This is tail end of 2025. You should have tons of plants in your aquarium, and you should have this plant especially, the Inacurus. Look back on my Species Sunday for plants. And hold on, let's do it real quick. And this is not what I want to talk about, but that's all right. And the hornwort, which I got in this particular aquarium, because it grows super fast and it provides lots of oxygen and it acts like a filter. But let me kneel down so it's a little bit easier, right? I want you to notice where, and this is the point of the video, where the position of the fish are, because as I told you, the gold dojo loaches that we talked about last time in the fish portion, and we're gonna do back-to-back fish videos. You see back there the gold dojo loaches, they're small, they'll be growing, but the thing is they hang out on the bottom. So I'm able to have, I should have 4. I don't see where they are right now, but that's not really the point. There should be 4, but I don't see the other one. Oh, there it is. He's back there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. But it's important to note where the fish hang out. Some fish hang out on the top, such as the rasboras and some of the feeder guppies. The feeder guppies again are for the rope fish, which also hang out at the bottom, which I cannot find right now. I have these, my leopard angels, and these are rare fish. That's why I'm really hoping they hang on for some time. Especially they're very territorial. They'll hang out in the middle-ish. The tetras, the black skirt tetras, they'll hang out in the middle. And they'll school. You see the serpae tetras, they will school also. They'll hang out towards the middle. Then I have the roseline sharks, or the denison barbs. they'll kind of hang out towards the middle. And then you have the upper ones, like the rasboras, oh my gosh, the giant Daniels that you see right there. And that's my topic for next week. These guys, the blackberry silver dollars. They are very, very rare fish. It's really hard to find them. You will not find them in your local pet shop. You really got to order them, and they come online. And seriously, I got these from the state of Washington, and so then they got over here, and they were the size of about an American nickel, and then they've grown to the size that they are, bigger than an American silver dollar. So, like I said, what's important? Yes, this tank is overcrowded, 100%. But the importance is realizing where they are, where they hang out. Because if you realize where they hang out, you have some on the top, as you see here, some on the top, some on the top, some in the middle-ish, and then some on the substrate. And it's because it's a dark substrate. And again, I've done videos on substrate. Oh, there goes one of my rope fish. There he goes. There he goes. I have two rope fish. They are from Nigeria, Africa. They do not breed also in the... and I did a video on them as well. If you look back at my archives, they do not breed in the fish tank. They literally are expensive. They come from Africa, literally, because they won't breed in an aquarium. And then you have your sucker fish. Always good to have a cleanup crew. A cleanup crew over there. And so there's my second one. There, you see his head right there. You see his head? That is the other rope fish. They do tend to dig around. This is less dug up than this one. Every 2 weeks, in this case, they're changing the chlorine here in Miami-Dade County, Florida, and so I'm not going to do a water change for another 2 weeks. The chlorine change is going to take place till the 26th of October, so I won't do another water change until... You see how they're digging up? Look. You see it? Look at the gold dojo. Look. You see all that fecal matter? He's eating that fecal matter, believe it or not. Look at him going. See, and they dig. Another reason to have that anacris, because it'll hold this from completely flying out of hand. Because you see some of it is already uprooted there. So you really got to take a look at your aquarium, because you see what schools, what doesn't school, what hangs out at the bottom, what hangs out the middle, what hangs out at the top. And again, for this anacris is really, really important for these guys, these blackberry silver dollars, which we'll do a species Sunday next week. They will munch on this what do you call that? The anacris. And if you don't believe me, you see it right here. Some of the leftover that they chew on, it's right down here. So they really, really do need, as I stand up, they need the anacris, which is this. And again, the good thing is that it grows very fast. And I have to trim out a whole bunch of it every couple of weeks. So this anacris is actually from that particular fish tank. So it really, really grows. It is really, literally also called the Brazilian seaweed, especially for freshwater. It grows very, very fast. And it needed for, and again, that's why you need to do your homework on the fish that you put in your fish tank. Again, this is a 75-gallon, regular 75-gallon fish tank. And it has, besides the anacris, the jungle valve. The jungle valve, fortunately, has been kind of surviving because I can't lie, between the silver dollars and the rope fish, wherever they went, and these guys, the gold dojo loaches, these plants do take a beating. I'm not going to sit here and lie. They do take a beating. So it is important that you do your homework, get your filtration going, get a little oxygenation, especially if you fish outside like me. Have yourself a ton of plants. I'm looking, making sure everything is cool. And you can see right here, actually, you see that root? That is dug up from one of my gold dojo loaches. In a couple of weeks, I will take that root. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm being authentic. In a couple of weeks, I'll put it back in here. But right now, I'm just gonna leave it alone. But as you see, in the last couple of seconds here, look at this, is very authentic. You see, because they're getting used to me being around. You see how some of them are on the top. Some of them really, some of them are in the middle. And the gold dojo loaches, because they're yellow in nature. You see the little head hanging out over there somewhere behind the angelfish. You really see that, yes, the fish tank is overcrowded, but because I have learned to know how and where the fish swim. I can kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Use the whole fish tank, the bottom, the middle, and the top properly. So do yourself a favor, observe your fish. And again, like these, people think I'm joking. These brilliant rasboras right there, they are over, they're about 11 and a half years old, those fish. They should have died about 6 years ago, 6.5 years ago. Don't tell them that, but they're not supposed to live past 5 years. So they are at 11 and a half years old in this, we had them started out in a 10-gallon tank, then a 20-gallon tank, and now the 75. And I had them actually in a 55-gallon tank, now in a 75-gallon tank. So if you do the right thing, stay consistent, keep up with your water changes, change your filter once a month, and pay attention to your local water, because I'm not doing a water change that's scheduled for next week. I'm not doing it because I know that I'm going to kill them, even with Prime, as many people use, or the stress coat, what I use. Even with that, I'll kill these fish. So I'm going to wait till they finish changing the chlorine out, because the chlorine right now is very, very strong in our tap water. So that's it. That's all I got. Again, do some aquarium watching so you can overstock your fish tank like me if you pay attention to the... Oh, look at that roach-fish. Look at right there. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. So you can overstock your fish tank like me if you do your homework and do things properly. This is Louis D. Fresh.